All
We
right.
will. No, it'll be good. It's almost done. It's just like tweaking and timing and making sure, because we have a lot of stuff and we only have 3.5 hours technically of our part to do it. So we're timing and making sure that we
There you
have time to go over everything. And then John decided to add an extra section like literally 2 days ago,
go. Yeah, why
yesterday.
wouldn't he? Yeah, let's do that.
Hmm.
Let's do
Hmm.
that. All right. So man, I had a call yesterday with this gentleman here on the call, David Starling, OMG. So him and I kind of went AWOL on him, and he's like, "Dude, I don't even know, like, what, like, way too fast." So, so I got, so I'm
Right.
gonna let him introduce himself. Yeah, he's
Cool.
be right back. So I'm gonna spotlight him. And so Dave was telling me a strategy. And all right, I'm gonna back up just a little bit. So he and as soon as he gets back, I'll start this. But Dave, let's talk about the video. Like, so he did the and huge applause here, huge applause. He did his first video yesterday or last week, right?
Yeah, I have my first upload to Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
I've done stuff like, just little stuff, but never have I done a video or a post where it's been, content. You're trying to post content, stuff that makes sense, that people could use, that means something versus just silly little stuff, right? So that was my first, being intent and being in the present and trying to produce something or put something out there that means something. That's my first,
Yeah.
yeah, my first video.
Well, man, before we talk about this strategy, just introduce yourself, man. Where you calling in from? How long you been in the business?
Yeah, Dave Starling here. I'm Southeast North Carolina in Wilmington, North Carolina. I've been lending in over 24 years, um, and I'm with Highland Mortgage. Now, I'm even as long as I've been lending, I really haven't been in the social media stuff. I haven't really been. I mean, I when I posted that video, I've had someone post stuff for me on Instagram, but I didn't even know how to post. I had to go to YouTube to figure out how do you take a video from your phone and make it appear
Yeah.
on Instagram. I had no idea. So I'm just now getting into the social media stuff. I'm doing some coaching and then also forward event. And it's trying to build my brand and trying to be intentional and try and grow my business, right?
Yeah.
And in order to do that, what do? We try and help people get to where they want to in life. Then, my mom used to say, son, you help people get to where they need to be in life,
Mm,
you'll be well taken care of. So
mm.
even though I've been in this business long enough, I really haven't been that intentional with it. And so I'm trying to, grow my business and I'm, trying to be more intentional and give back and make something that's useful.
You're doing just that, man. You're doing great. So, but you shared this video with me, and I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, I thought I've heard it all, and then he drops this bomb on me, and I'm like, dude, this is it, right?
Well,
Tell us about it. Tell us the strategy, man.
well, it was just wanting to produce something that, people could use.
Yeah.
And, all the time, I remember that when I first bought my house and then I sold it and then, I had great appreciation and I'm trying to find receipts or the realtor when I'm selling my house says, hey, where's your manuals for this or where's your paint color? All this stuff when I didn't know.
Mm,
I was
mm.
searching through drawers, whatever. And that's been years ago. And then so the idea came to me through the forward event. They were talking about scripts. And so this script came up of, hey, what if we put something out there that kind of means something to people about, hey, why don't you create instead of a file folder, an email of your house. So my house here is 346 Aldrich Lane. So you make an email address, 346 Aldrich Lane at gmail.com. So you make an email address for your house, and then you just start putting everything about that's relevant to that house in that email. Your
In the
closing,
inbox.
you
Yeah.
get your all receipts, any improvements, everything that you do from the day you close. Then when you sell, What's that? That's going to give you. It's going to create trust with the agents. It's going to create trust with the buyers. Like, hey, this I know when this house the day he purchased it. I know the day he replaced his roof. I know the HVAC. I have he spent this much money remodeling this. Everything is in there, right? So
Mhm.
that's going to create trust with that, and hopefully get you better offers that someone comes in wanting to buy the house. If there's one next door, like, wait, this guy's got his stuff together. I have everything in this one email. Plus, I was also thinking that, hey, there's a tax advantage, right? Because if
Yeah.
our house appreciates and it appreciates enough to where it may make sense, and maybe not for everybody, but it might, right? So when you go to your accountant, you sold and you made this much money on your house. Well, hey, I spent $60,000 remodeling it. Well, you can deduct that from your gains, right? So I created this video to be helpful to, and I want to be able to, every time I close a loan with my new buyers, I want to be able to present this to them. Say, hey, do this. Do this. 5 years from now, 7 years from now, whenever, you'll thank me when you have everything in one place. And how I got created.
And then that's phase one. And
Yeah.
then we
Yeah,
have
then I talked to
version
Scott
one.
about it. Scott checks out the video. He's like, "Holy shit, dude. We could really create something here
Yeah.
that builds
Yeah.
value." And that's the whole, when Scott and I were getting together on this, we just wanted to create this value for people. So we created this checklist. And this checklist is what to do that first week after you close. And that's where
Yeah.
Scott had me, put this together.
And
And I'm
then, yeah.
you're not going to have a homeowner sit there at closing when you present this to him, and Scott and I's like, hey, wait a minute, why don't we create this, this, and this? And
Yeah.
you present this to that buyer at the
Yeah.
closing table, be like, look, if you do this, you will be so thankful, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, however long in the future, when you get ready to sell or whatever, pass
Yeah.
the home on to someone else. You have everything in one place for that property.
So, I think I just accidentally deleted it. So I'm trying to pull it back up here. It's messed up. Like I was trying to slide it into you guys. And so, all right, I'll worry about that later. So we started talking about it. I'm like, man, Dave, because he has Lovable. He has a website in Lovable. I'm like, why don't we create this so that you guys are gonna this is gonna blow your mind. All right. So I'm just gonna show you what we created. And so Dave was the brainchild of this. And so let me just pull this up. So we created we you can call it whatever you want, but we created a website. Okay. I'm gonna go over this with you. That's off the hook insane. So think about walking into closing and you give your borrowers this website. And it's the checklist, but so much more. You have the address. Yeah, well, first you have keys in hand, March 14th, 2026. This automatically calculates how long they've been in the home. There's the steps, records kept. Remember, he talked about tax savings, invested. So you got your tax write-offs off of your appreciation. You got the address, homeowner, the closing day, Google Drive. Now I'm going to circumvent this because I don't want them to leave the website. I want them to come back to the website so that they remember who gave them the website, which will blow your mind at the end here. The closing checklist, check, check, check. It just checks it off to make sure you're doing it. You can add more if you want, or if they want. Day 2 and 3, day 4 and 7, ongoing. And then you got an archive of the stuff that they're doing: systems, paint finishes, the people, receipts, documents, memories. And then the 2 a.m. page if something bad happens: water main shut off, gas shut off. I mean, think about all this stuff. I don't know if I even know where the gas shut off is right now in my app. And then I put everything that happened in that house. They can add photos of every moment or memory in that house, right? What the neighbors, what a neighbor would tell you, basic stuff. What the cost is. Remember, he talked about the cost of average month. So remember, a lot of times the buyer will go, how much does it cost you to run this place? You got a pool, you got a hot tub, you got this, you got that, you got a pole barn. What is it costing you? So you add up and you just start putting in your amounts every month. Taken care of the spring, summer, fall. And the best part, the book was a gift from Dave Starling and his agent that was with him on the purchase. the handoff, and then you got the handoff to the seller. So you literally can give them a handoff of this amazing, crazy product if you want, and then you can restore it or print it or whatever you want to do. So pretty amazing stuff. Dave,
It's the ultimate.
Speechless.
I
You
did.
know,
Kathleen,
you
is
know
this
how you
insane?
know how we want to be able to give gifts to the closing, to
Yeah,
the buyers, whatever. This is the ultimate closing gift, and the gift that'll keep on giving. And the co
forever.
and this was Scott's idea. He did the co-branding at the bottom. I mean, so
That
we
was my idea,
always want to
bro.
make sure that we keep the clients for life, right?
Yeah.
Well, every time that, and we always want to stay in front of them, right? So if they use this properly, it'll only benefit them. But then also they'll see the loan officer, and they'll see the realtor that was a part of
Mhm.
this transaction, as long as they own that house. So we're staying in front of them constantly, and so I think it's it's a great idea, and I love it.
It's the best. It's physically the best idea I think of it. Like we can add so much stuff to it. We can add Sean's rate watch. We can add value. What we can pull from the marketplace. What's my value? So they come back and go, "What's my value? What's my like?" Just give them. I mean, the information's there. Give them a place to go back to that has something of value to them instead of just going to Zillow or Google or Chat GPT. Right?
Yeah, could you somehow, like if you had HomeBot or Home, whatever those things are,
Yeah.
like have a widget in there that
100%.
connects right to
100%.
David's account, Oh
Yep.
my gosh, this is brilliant.
Is this insane? Like
Why has nobody thought of it? This is
I don't.
like,
Uh,
I mean, this is brilliant.
I mean, it's unlimited what you can do with
it's
this.
unlimited
With
with
me,
this.
well, let's just keep it as simple as possible, and let the homeowner add to it as they need to. We want to keep it simple because we want them to use it.
Right.
We want.
Right. Here's the and Dave, do you mind if I share your website?
No, please go ahead.
So this is kind of where it like took off again. So like now Dave is going to do these videos. And did you do the other one? Did you do the one yesterday?
I haven't posted it yet.
Okay, cool. All right. So he's doing another one, which is good. But so we took it, we added to the website and let me just show you what I did. So this is like the mindset behind what Dave did. So I put the video in here, and then I made a page for tips. So under resources, video tips, and then not only does it have video tips, which he can watch the video. It's on YouTube. It stays right here, but it has instant access to everything that matters. And then boom, boom, boom. It talks about what's in the video and kind of explains everything. And then if you want more simple hacks and stuff, so pretty cool in that respect. But that is, and I'll send that link so you can watch the video. What he I mean, amazing for his video, man. Amazing for his video. So Dave,
Anyway.
so have you done this, or you just did the video and now you're going to implement this? Tell us about that.
No, this is the first video. I mean, this is the first
Okay,
time
so you haven't
doing
even rolled it out to your database.
No,
No.
no. I mean, this all happened. I uploaded this on Monday. What's today? Thursday?
Wow. Wow.
Um,
Wow.
yeah, and I didn't even Scott. I mean, I got to hand it to you. You're brilliant. I mean, I when you and I were talking the other day, and I'm like, hey, I was kind of thinking, hey, I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit. Hey, check out, I did my first video. Give me your thoughts on it. And that's it. And that's it. Kind of started from there. And it's just the video was just I honestly I wanted to put something out that hopefully my clients could use or other people could use, or if we started doing this for every one of our clients of giving them this idea of either the email or creating the website, or just think
Yeah.
about how that's going to improve their lives at some point whenever they sell the house, or whenever they need something, they need to, the refrigerator breaks down, they can go back to it and find out who the manufacturer was, the warranty was, whatever. Hopefully it's going to simplify people's lives, and that's really the reason behind the video.
Well, and then Dave and I were kind of strategizing. He's like, so I told him about the QR code. Remember that the sticker QR codes. So you guys know the secret behind
Yeah.
creating a QR code, right? Like, so once you build a website, you literally right click, and there's create QR code, and then so it creates a QR code. Can you see the QR code? And then you go to Amazon, you buy sticker QR codes, bunch of them, with the link to their home attached to it, and then go, hey, just put this maybe under the counter, maybe in the bathroom sink count. So like if you ever forget who's who and what's what, and you like, man, what was that website? You just scan the QR code. It's so good. Yeah, it's great. And then
That's great.
I
That's
don't,
great.
Kathleen, I don't know if I shared this, and just shut me up if I did, but like I'm working on an email through Lovable that it creates for you, so the customer gets its own email. So you email this email, and it automatically puts it in the site. So you don't even have to have an inbox; it just automatically puts it in the site, and then you
Oh,
sort it,
wow.
right?
So you could send them something like, "Oh, here's your CD," or whatever, if it wasn't a personal,
To that email,
private information.
it'll be in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Any questions? Anybody else have any questions or see the? What do you guys think?
I
Coach Rick,
think David
Kathleen.
should trademark this quickly.
Yeah, I think if you're not showing this to every realtor you do business with, to get in their door, you're crazy.
Well, that's kind of what Scott and I were talking about, and that's what what kind of created. Hey, let's do the website, and let's do it to where we present it to them, and then when we present it to them, and we're going to have the realtors' information on there. I mean, yeah, I mean, all of us, every lender
Oh,
should be able to
Talk
should
about an
do.
item of value. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that,
Right,
It's
right.
I mean,
And that's
really
really
but
cool.
cool.
any questions about this?
Anybody want to use it? Anybody want to probably start using it and presenting it to your realtors and present it to your borrowers, and you think it'd be useful for you?
Yeah, all you got to do is take that link right there, throw it in Lovable, and say, "Hey, recreate this for me." That's all you got to do.
That easy.
That's that easy. So, and and if and do me a favor, if anybody comes up with something like, "Hey, I added this," and the borrower's like, or like the borrower's like, I wish," just listen. Once you create it, once you give it to them, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't walk in with this just like on the way to closing or just before closing and say, "Hey, I created something special for you for your new home." And I'm really like, and heaven forbid you could get a picture of them, the whole family on the front porch of the front of the home, and then make that the picture that's in the
Yeah, you
backdrop.
could do it. I mean, you might want to, there might be a moment of gratitude where, like, before closing, that you want
Right.
to
Test it.
do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to
Well, if you give
future-take
this to
them all the way
the
through.
realtor could be taking the picture of the family who
That's
just
true.
visited the house
Good
and
point.
sending it to them, saying, "Here you go, check yourself out in the house."
Point. Good point.
I'd have the
Yeah,
realtor
it can
take the
start
picture
way
and
back. Yeah.
Yeah. So the cool thing about Lovable is once you have a site built, you can literally, it's called remix. So you just remix it, new family, new family, new family, like just keep remixing it. So you just keep doing it over and over, and it's already built, so it doesn't take you hardly any credits. So it's a couple credits to create it because it's already created. And then you just put the new information. Then you take the name, the address, and stuff, and you put it in there for them. If you have a picture from the real estate agent, then it's done. It's done within 5 minutes.
And for a few bucks, you could get them the same website, just with a different name at the end after the address, so that they have it and it becomes their website to add to.
No, it is their website. So you can change the name of the name. So this one's just a demo. So like you can change. So this right here is home.
Oh, that's right.
Hub. So you would just change this right here. So it would be the
Nice.
Smith family or the
My-
Coach Rick.
And Scott and I were talking about this, but how to present it to them at closing. Well, one of the things was you have a thank you card. We write a hand thank you and we hand it to them, and the QR code is there. So they open up the card. Thank you, appreciate you allowing me to help you with the financing of your property. And there's a QR code, and you just hey, take your phone and do the QR code. Boom, pops up. There they have it.
I would do it before they even look at the numbers.
You need to do it during escrow for adoption. Otherwise, it doesn't work. We do it with the
During
builders
escrow?
for a lot of years.
Yeah. During escrow.
Yes, because
Yeah,
you need them to
absolutely.
start understanding to log into a portal or to be able to access something. Otherwise, it just turns into another email.
I was going to say,
Gotcha.
Lovable will give you access. So instead of creating an individual website that you've got to pay for into perpetuity for every client you ever close, if it's your website, and then every time they share it, maybe you upload, the appraisal photos in there, right? So that's documented, then they can give them something to share with their friends and family when they close escrow to announce that they've got a new home. But every time it does, I was just going to say what Sean said, is it comes back to your website. So then anytime you want to feed any information to them, you can plug it in there and or put a widget every time they share it. This could be their concierge site, right? Where you can share, where it's and because it's private, they have to log into it. It makes them feel like they have got special access. Great job,
It's what
David.
all the big builders do.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff, man. David,
And
what's your next video on?
Um,
Did you do?
the next video is going to be on negotiating the price of the house down is probably the worst thing you can do. It's better off to negotiate credits instead of
Mm,
like if you buy a $500,000 house and, because the homeowner thinks that if you negotiate the price down, then it's a win. Well, really, it's not. That $20,000 saves you about $130 a month, but in order to recoup that, that's 12 years, right? Most people keep their house 5 to 7 years, either finance or refinance or keep. But if you negotiate that same $20,000 in credits, well, that's hard cash. That's hard money. That's out of your pocket. So that's an instant that you get versus negotiating $20,000 down on the price of the house. So that's kind of what the next video is going to be about.
got it. Are you referring to buy downs like a 2111 permanent?
Just either way, in my opinion, it's better to negotiate credits from the seller than it is to negotiate a price drop.
100%.
However you use those credits, up to you. The credits are going to be hard money out of your pocket or in your pocket versus, the 20,000 negotiated off the price. In this scenario, it's $130 savings, but it's only $130 a month.
Yeah.
12 years to
and
recoup, right?
I
Why
wanted
would
to
you?
say something real quick. I have the pleasure of working with Dave, and what I love about the whole idea and the broader picture is also been in the industry for close to 30 years, and at times we get stuck about what do we do next. We've been doing this so long, we feel a little bit tired and worn out. The market's constantly pushing us. I think it's super encouraging to see our legends in the industry continuing to innovate, because that's what's going to keep our industry growing, is the ability to get outside of our comfort zone and innovate. So kudos to you, Dave.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Good stuff, dude. I can't. Has anybody heard this strategy?
No,
I mean, crazy, right? Like
I'm
what? Like
I'm speechless.
David, you said you heard it from someone. Like who the heck was it?
It's not my original idea.
I
You
know.
know, I joined, I joined this group and what it is, it's a group that helps you with ideas, helps you to be intentional, helps you grow your brand. I mean, and so, I got the idea from that group but
Gotcha.
I just expanded on it. I mean, it's an
Yeah.
idea and I'm just like, oh my gosh, all right, wait a minute. This could really, if I tweak it this way or that way, and I give the closing at the end of my video, it says, hey, DM me or text close, and I will send you that first week checklist of, hey,
Mhm.
these are the things you want to do. And that's how I kind of expounded on it, and that's kind of where it came from.
I think you could do it with people that are already in their homes, man. Awesome, Dave. So tip of the week video every week. We can count on you for that?
Well, my goal is to provide 2 videos a week.
Two.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I should do it every day. And they say that, you want to be in front of people, you want to, have your face out there, you want to have, and listen, I'm just getting new to this stuff like this, so I don't know. I know me, and if I commit to more than, I mean, hell, one a week would be great. But I want to push myself to do 2 a week. And not only, I just want to make sure I'm providing content, right?
That's what I
Content
mean.
that they can. And yes, in the interim, I'm probably going to, like, I went to Vegas, I went to the Kenny Chesney that was blew my mind. I post, stuff like that, right? So you want to be relevant, you want to show, that you're human and you have fun and you do other things with family and friends, right? So I'll
Yeah.
post some of that. But I definitely want to make sure 2 times a week that I'm posting content that someone could use, that can help somebody in some way.
Subliminal messages. Good stuff, man. Amazing stuff. Hey, I applaud you, man. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Same time, same place next Tuesday. Unbelievable. Thank you for man. It's just amazing how the universe puts people in our lives to bring stuff like you gave today, Dave. So thank you so much for just putting it out there, man, and giving back to the industry. obviously given so much to you and myself. So thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, guys, have a good day, everybody. Have a good weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you on the web.
Yeah.
Let's go.
MLO Live. Yo, live. Yeah. MLO Live. Yeah. Listen up, it's time to elevate. MLO Live. We redefine our fate, not just a show with some